What's up, guys? It's Scarra here from theScore eSports here with Huhi from CLG. After a fairly close 1-2 loss to Apex, honestly, Apex kind of took everyone by surprise this week. They showed up a lot stronger than they expected. I interviewed Especially yesterday. He says now that everyone kind of gave up on the split, he's just making all the calls and everyone just listens to him. So they're a lot more decisive. How do you think about what do you think about Apex when you played them today?
They were actually like better. Also, like all the teams that we played this week, like Energy and Apex, were better than like we imagined. Like they actually performed way better, and Apex ended up winning. And I think they deserved it because they play really well with like specific comps like Jarvan. We never faced it, and like we don't really know how to deal with those champions, so they use those advantages pretty well.
Uh, the first and second game, you played the Cassio Victor matchup. What do you think about that matchup? Like, who wins, who loses? Like, how is it good for you?
I think the Casio Victor matchup, I think it's slightly favored by Casio. Like I'll say 6-4, and once Victor gets like his first hex core item, like upgraded item, then it is like 5-5. But I always think Casio has those like he has that advantage. Like even in late game, he can buy 6 items without the boots, so he does more damage. He scales well, but I'll say the only advantage that Victor has is the range.
Uh, so talk to me about the game one. I know the opening of that game must have been like I think it's the worst opening in LCS history of this split for you guys. You started 0-3 in the level one, and then you started 0-2 a minute after that when Rek'Sai ganked bot lane. How'd you guys keep it composed and recover the game?
Uh, well, O3, we didn't expect like that start at all. So, like we were pretty surprised, but I'll say we didn't care because after that O3 and the bottom lane died twice more. All our communication was like, all right, they're playing really aggressive, but like not smart. So we can win this. Like Rek'Sai was like had what was it? Tiamat at like 4 minutes or something, but he was like one level behind from Jake. So like Smithy. So like we knew that they were playing really aggressive and cocky. So we just capitalized on that and we came back.
Talk to me about Tarek. Tarek this week has blown up. Every team is playing Tarek. What do you think about playing, especially Apex, who plays a lot at Tarek? What do you think about that champ?
I think Tarek is actually really, really good right now. Especially, I think Tarek by itself is scary, but like with other champions such as like Hekarim, Greg as Sivir, like the champions who can dive in is actually really, really strong. Like we faced against Energy as well. The only game that we lost was like we were facing Tarek, Vlad, Sivir, and Hekarim at the same comp, I believe, and it was really, really hard for a backliner to deal with because they just saw me and he's like invulnerable for like 2 seconds. So I think I mean Tariq, like in late game is pretty insane.
Uh, okay, walk me through the last game. So they played TF Jarvan, and you guys had Jin. Unfortunately, because I hear he just got blown up back to back to back to back. What do you guys think about the draft as soon as it happened, and how did you kind of identify what you guys needed to do to play out the game?
Uh, the games tree, yeah, they had TFs and Jarvan, so we knew that we had to shut down Jarvan and TF. Especially as a mid laner, I tried to deny TF making a play on side lane, and Darshan was trying his best to put Jarvan behind. So eventually, like if it goes to late game and they both have some items, then our Jin is 100% going to get one shot. So we knew that was going to happen, but we just tried our best in like what we have. I'll say.
What kind of was the problem in the third game? Like, why'd you guys end up falling behind to the point where you couldn't recover?
Uh, hmm. I think we had a wrong mindset because I think if he just wants to one, for example, like I was playing Vlad and I was, I'll say, really fed, and I knew that I could carry this game, but we end up taking like random fight when they won it and when we didn't want it. So that end up giving them like a lot of advantage, and I end up failing, snowballing my leads. So it was pretty hard in team fight since like after those throws a little bit, like Jin was just keep getting one shot, and like they were just too fed after that.
Okay, let's move on past the games. You guys have kind of secured fourth place, I think. Moving on, you guys are guaranteed to play against Team Liquid into TSM, I think, for the playoffs. How's that route look for you?
Uh, I'll say it's like one of the best route because I think Team Liquid will be easier opponents compared to C9. So I actually like that we were facing Team Liquid, and facing TSM is it will be pretty fun that we're going to face TSM at semifinals if we do win versus Team Liquid, because we always wanted to face them in finals because it's like a huge rivalry, and then it looks like a Riot is scripting. But yeah, we're just hoping that Apex or Envy will beat C9 so we can actually face Team TSM in the finals if it's possible.
All right, great. I have to ask. So I just interviewed Bjergsen, and Bjergsen said that he thought that TL was a harder team to play against. Like he didn't want to play against TL because they have very high highs, very low lows. Like you don't know what TL you're playing against because they could be very good or very bad. Do you guys also kind of think that about Team Liquid?
Uh, hmm. I think Team Liquid is more consistent because, like, the reason why I preferred playing TL instead of C9 is Team Liquid is more like they care more about the micro game, I'll say, because whenever we play C9, they always try to fight randomly, and we actually didn't like that because we can actually not use our advantage, which is micro game and like small decisions in every aspect of the games. And I'll say when we play Team Liquid, it's easier to do it since they also want to do those things like those rotations. So yeah, I just think we can outsmart them, and that's why I want to play versus Team Liquid.
All right, great. Do you have any shout outs to your fans out there? I know you guys didn't win today, but I mean, you want to say anything to those fans who are still sticking in there?
Uh, I mean, the only thing I can say is that in playoff, we're going to try our best to like perform better than what we did this week, and we still have 2 weeks left, so we'll actually try really hard to perform better.
Well, I'm here with the mid laner for CLG, two-time split winning mid laner. Oh, one-time split winning, but the org has won twice.
Yeah.
Scarra from theScore eSports. You can find more content online and on our mobile app. Thank you guys. Hope you guys have a nice day.